Only, okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do just a really simple, everyday look. Just give her a little bit of highlight, but a look that you can still do every day. And I know a lot of people have been really curious how to do the eyeliner with the eyeshadow, so I'm gonna show that today too. So this color right here is Gold Mine, and it's one of the colors at Whole Foods. And it's really, really nice. It goes on very, very bright. But we're going to tone it down just a little bit, just so that you know you can wear it bright or nice and neutral. And this is going to be a really, really simple look, so we're not going to do a whole bunch of eyeshadow. Because I want you guys to feel like this is something that you can do yourself.
I'm gonna speak up just a tiny bit.
Okay. Because I want you to feel like this is something you guys can do yourselves.
Okay.
Can you turn your head a little bit towards me? This way. I'm just applying the way that I usually recommend. You're going to dab the color on as opposed to brushing the color on, and that's going to give you a much better color deposit, and you're going to use a lot less product that way. Okay, open your eyes for me. Let's take a look at that. So that's super, super simple. Just the gold. That's just the Gold Mine, and it gives a highlight to her eyes. And already looks like she has on enough makeup for the day.
Right.
But we're gonna add just a little bit of the eyeliner, the Black Knight.
Okay.
Because that's something that people have been wanting to see. So I have one of my little tester bags of the Black Knight, and I'm just gonna shake a little bit into the container so that you guys can see how little you'll be using. Let's hope I have enough in the container. This doesn't look like I have enough. So we're gonna actually just use some from the bag. So you'll see like you don't need a lot at all. So what I'm gonna do first is, well, one of the first things is you wanna use an angled brush. So if you see the angled brush here, that is gonna be your savior. That's the key, is an angled brush. So I'm gonna use a little bit of water, and this is the setting spray, Etniq setting spray. I'm going to spray my brush. You just want it to be damp. You don't want it to be super wet. So I just kind of clean it off with my hand. I don't want it super wet. And then I'm just going to use the bag, and I'm just going to take a little bit of the color. And so if you're using your pot, you're just going to take a little bit of the color from the sides of the tip, or the little bit that you shake out into the top. So you see you have that nice dark line just from the little tiny bit from the bag. Okay. So we're going to use this to line her eye. And with an angled brush, you just have so much more control. And for a nice, simple, everyday look, you just apply right at the lash line. And this is something that's super easy to do at home. Okay, open your eye. Alright, see, take a look there. Super simple, easy to do, totally opens up her eyes. So we're going to do her other eyes just so that she's balanced. Most of the time you won't need to re-wet your brush, just maybe need to get a little bit more color. Just want to check, make sure your line is the same. Go on the other side and do the exact same thing. And I always start from the middle of the eye, and I like to put a little bit of a wing on the eye.
Yeah, she's my dog.
Okay, and then open your eyes. Alright. Nice and simple. And then, if you're someone that likes to wear liner on your lower lid, and this is something that I always tell my customers, my clients, if you're going to be consistent with it, then go ahead and try it. But if you are only going to do it every now and then, only do it for special occasions, because other than that, people are going to say, oh, you look tired when you don't do it. And you just don't want to have that, that happen.
Right.
So what I usually do is just use whatever excess I have from the brush, and then I will line along right underneath the lash line. So I don't like to line on the lash line because I feel like that's a little bit tricky with sanitation. I just like to do right underneath. So right where your eyelashes are growing from. That's ideal. Okay. See, there you go. Nice and pretty and easy. Yay. And then one more thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use, again, whatever excess I have on the brush, I'm going to use that to fill in her brows. And for someone with dark brows like hers, you can use the Black Knight to fill it in. Or if you're going for a nighttime look or kind of a dramatic full makeup look, you can use the Black Knight. If not, and you want more of a natural look, I have another brow powder that's more of a brown color that's great for every day. Turn your head a little bit towards me. And one of the most important things with lining your eyebrows is brushing in the direction that your eyebrows, that the hairs grow. So you're going to brush back as opposed to drawing a color. You want to just brush in the direction. And then just take a look. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. There we go. See, so it's a nice, simple, everyday look. We could do blush, but we'll probably do that in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
That is.